Still have to pay a $6,000 medical bill.
Yay, American healthcare.
Whoop! I mean, it's getting reimbursed.
Oh.
So this is the upside of American healthcare, where the drug company is paying you as long as you're using the drug for what it's supposed to be used for.
Right.
Like, we got you.
Wouldn't they do that same thing in other countries? You just wouldn't get the bill first?
Well, in other countries, I wouldn't have gotten charged by the insurance company at all.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
there isn't
exactly.
an insurance company.
Yeah, yeah.
The government.
I'm gonna get really cold really fast.
Yeah, you are.
You should check it on
Oh, check the stream. I haven't gotten an alert. I haven't
Water.
gotten an alert that it's going yet, so.
my phone. Okay. Sound is working.
Your last payment was $490. This bill, $5,972.
So sad.
Straight up though, I'm at 6,700 out of my 7,300 out of pocket maximum. So if I just stay on this, if I stay on this insurance until September, when I have to get the next infusion, they just have to pay for the whole thing. Kaiser just has to make it rain that money,
Which they can. Because they're guys.
which is like,
Apparently they get really mad.
it's not even making rain the money. It's just them just not paying themselves.
Yeah.
It's their hospital. It's a Kaiser hospital. It's them just being like, okay, you're good. Big man.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them. I got their insurance, and then 6 months later, I got a really serious, like, disability.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
suck my pre-existing condition. My enormous numb throbbing pre-existing condition. That dude from Thailand's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Indonesia.
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 It's like Thailand plus.
We'll have to corroborate that.
What?
We'll have to corroborate that.
Or it's like Thailand minus the lady things. I bet they have them in Indonesia.
They have them here.
Yeah, but not the same like kind of like thing. And nowhere near as like open.
Yes.
Nowhere near as like culturally acceptable, socially acceptable.
Yeah.
It's a part of
Sometimes
society. It's a part. The thing is, it's a part of society that's like, even if it's like turned away from, it's still like a big part. And for us, not part. Not part of our society.
Unacceptable! Well. Did you
Well.
get that notification?
Yeah, I got the notification stream. Money. Alright, I'm doing that after. I'm setting an alarm to do it after, because it's gonna take a little bit.
You know what other alarm's gonna go off tonight?
Triage?
Garbage!
You're garbage.
Human garbage!
Hey, medical bill. That says party medical bill. No.
No. Medical bill party. That should be a really weird party.
Ain't no party like a medical bill party, because a medical bill party costs more than anything else.
Yeah. Oh, like 2 of those would be a used car. Even 1.
My car was cheaper than this.
Yeah.
Shout out to Felix, who's getting fixed for $900 today, because the door is stupid. Because I don't want to get wet all the time.
And normally,
I
well.
only want to get wet at the right times.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, we gotta move this.
Holy shit.
Lydia said, why does Medical Bill Party sound like the Scrubs anime?
The Scrubs anime?
Like if there was a Scrubs anime, it would be called Medical Bill Party.
Yeah. It would. The main character would be Cox, and it would be ecchi. And it would basically, it would either be JD constantly getting into like uncomfortable, like sexual encounters with people, and then running away because he's a scared little child, in the anime. Or
In everything.
and then Cox is like the creepy one who's trying to get them all. But like secretly deep down he's like monogamistic.
Monogamous.
Yeah.
It's just monogamous.
I know you don't say monogamistic. Monogamistics when
Monogamous.
Let's see, just got finished starting a new campaign with some people I know. The players were butt flustered that I'm not allowing magic in the world at all. I want to be an elf, I want to be a mage, I want to be a cleric. No, Hollywood fantasy and kids books has completely destroyed people's ability to see anything in fantasy stories beyond fucking fairy tales. Give me hard fantasy any day. What the fuck is hard fantasy? Humans only, with no magic and zero supernatural.
That's
I'm pretty sure that's called reality. Roll d20, I die of polio.
That should be an interesting game.
I'd play it, I'd run it during like the serfdom, like Mongol takeover of what was to become Russia. So like the Mongols have already taken over all the different like serfdoms. They left the people in charge. They just made it so you have to pay us, because if you don't pay us, we are the Mongols and we'll just kill you again. It's like all the different like serfdoms, and then Vlad the Impaler unites a bunch of them together into a big army to fight back the Huns and create Russia. History. But like, it really doesn't sound like history.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But that's what happened.
Interesting. Oh.
And it's fucking crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
This looks great.
I know.
Does it now?
It's so soft and shiny. It's like $5.
Nice.
Worth it!
Everybody ready?
Ready, Freddy!
Now I can only be in the chat.
Oh!
Chat, moderate the chat.
Power to the people.
Yeah.
Social. Oh.
Whoop.
We've gone a little far there.
Close one.
Banhammer.
Yeah.
What was it? It was George Orwell's 1984 got banned in Russia for being too capitalistic and banned in America for being too communistic.
Yeah. I don't think
It's
it's
just like sad.
Just capitalist communist.
Yeah. I like adding things to the end of my words.
Like the entire German language.
Ignorance.
This is how it starts. You just add one syllable at the end of some of your words, and then a couple of them get two syllables, and
I was
then
gonna
you
say
get
we get
used to it.
I was gonna... You get the name of the volcano in City Life Walter Mitty? Eyjafjallajökull. Like Icelandic
Yeah.
languages, which are just
Disgusting.
some languages. They're just
Disgusting.
Kill Mala. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So
Fuckity fuck. Alright.
I provided character sheets for everybody in my other campaign to fill out. So I just copy and pasted my character sheet and deleted all the information off the main page, but for all of them I forgot the info page. And so now they just have this.
Yeah.
I assume they would just delete that page, like it has nothing to do with them. Will you turn that light on? Maybe. I like looking at the blue light.
Let's see how
Greg likes looking into the light.
I'm like a moth, also known by the better name of a moth, a butterfly of the night.
Lomp.
A what?
Never mind.
A moth.
No, the lump thing.
Long.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Never mind.
It's like a Mustang lamp.
Yeah,
Lump. It's a lump.
never mind. We're moving on.
It was a
It's fine.
meme we didn't see. He
It
assumed we
was a
did.
meme from like 3 years ago.
You can't stick around in the meme world that long. You gotta
I
stick
do
with it.
remember a moth lamp.
I know. I know. It's like coming to me. It's like it's just.
I'm imagining the whole thing.
If Josh was watching, he would know.
I told him we're on, but he's not here.
Baby, you're a rich man, baby.
Which one? Anyways,
What?
you had both just exited the office of Zeldesh after he'd given you a mission to investigate the cause of a series of murders where people's vocal cords had been ripped out.
To prove Mala's a serial killer. That poor guy.
Yeah.
But he leaves the office every day like angry and pissed off because he has to work for such a shithead in order to make money, and then goes and just like does like humanitarian work and like feeds homeless children and like is just like a really good person. It's like raising 5 kids that aren't his, like giving every penny he makes from dickhead Z guy like away, and then there's just like the 3 of us, you, me, and the Sentinel, just like wanting to murder him for being a serial killer that he just isn't. Like Jake's like, this is canon now.
And then we can adopt the family.
Sexy goblin. What?
Then we can adopt his
Yeah,
family.
Sentinel would be a great father.
Put them to work in the labor force.
Wait. Socialism.
Child labor in the world. Yeah.
Then we make iPhones and shoes.
This magic device lets you transmit messages.
How is it so cheap? It's magic. Because that it's so cheap. Work harder.
It's regulated by the Mages Council.
We just like replace the Major Council with like kids on each other's shoulders in cloaks.
Oh my god.
Just doing whatever we say, and like one of them is Sentinel, and he's just like, boo.
Big Bad Evil Guy's just 3 kids in a trench coat. Who is the Big Bad Evil Guy?
There's a D&D campaign where like all we do, we just decide to run a tavern, and you just decide that the big bad guy is like the Alcohol Commission Association, the OLCC. And so our battles are getting set underage people trying to drink illegally. We just have to keep catching them, and if we don't, they like walk in and they're like, game over, you lose, and they like fireball the place. Also known as real life.
But also, like, that's weird that a wizard powerful enough to make fireballs is working for the OLCC. Isn't it like an investigator? An enforcer.
Man, if you worked in a restaurant, you wouldn't be surprised. The OLCC is like the bane of everyone's existence. They have the worst fucking rules. Ridiculous. You like have to sell alcohol at the price you buy it at. You just don't make profit off alcohol.
You just bring in customers.
Yeah, it's just dumb as shit. Like it's so beer, you do, but liquor in Oregon,
Yes.
you have to buy it. Like you can't buy it like at like a bulk price, like you could beer. You know, like or like any other food you buy for like pennies on the dollar and sell for like $5 on the dollar. Elephants. No, you have to buy it for the same price we buy it at a liquor store, and you sell it for like a little bit more. That's why it costs so much. That's why alcohol costs so much at bars.
Does it really cost that much?
That's like $6 for a shot.
Oh, I never buy shots.
Yeah, so I mean, if it's like $6 for a mixed drink, it's the same amount for a shot because they don't give a fuck about Sprite.
Yeah, that's like nothing.
So like,
I've seen where Sprite.
yeah, so you're paying like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
you're paying $6 for a shot. You know, so that's 3 shots equals $18, and $18 will buy you a bottle of what you're drinking, and a bottle has
Oh,
what
bottle of wine.
now 15, 16 shots. Used to be 18. What happened to the world?
Coronavirus made alcohol.
It used to be 18 shots because that's how many holes there were on a golf course, and that's the reason why.
I'm sorry, the last 100 years happened, Greg.
Yeah. Well, in Scotland, like you take a shot, you get a fresh bottle, you start golfing, and before tee off at every hole, you'd drink a shot, and you at the end of the 18 holes, the bottle would be empty. You'd be shit faced. Be 4 hours later. Maybe 6 hours later because golf's hard as shit.
The average amount of drunk in Scotland.
Yeah. And if you're drinking like good stuff, you'd just be drinking scotch, right?
You actually, if you were in Scotland, you would literally be shit faced because that's where it came from. Where there was like a time when everyone would dump their.
I was just gonna say, I feel like I don't want to know this one factoid.
Yes,
I want to know every factoid except where shit faced came from. Fine, yeah. They dump their shit buckets out windows, right?
Yeah, but if you're too drunk to remember that it's shit time, you're like walking outside and you get shit in your face.
Or you like pass out in the street
Yeah, and you get
and they just dump it on
that's
you.
why you're shit
Who wouldn't look? After years and years of dumping it out windows, I'd still probably look below me every time.
Hey, I mean, the people dumping are probably drunk too. It's Scotland! Yeah!
I want the world to open up again
Love
for like
Scotland.
that reason.
Yep. Go back to Oman.
Right, anyways,
Beautiful.
why don't we just stream us fucking around?
We can do that.
It's why we turn it on 30 minutes before we usually start.
Yeah, no, 15 minutes.
But
past. Wait, to start.
They
But
like
I
that.
also accidentally put it that we were starting tomorrow. 'Cause I
Again?
updated it after midnight.
God damn it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't text anybody. I tweeted it, but no one follows me. Like literally, no, I have 0 followers, so.
I don't think I have Twitter.
What? What'd you say?
I said I'll follow you into the dark. No. I don't use Twitter.
Oh, wait.
Or I post on Instagram, but it's only.
Why would heaven and hell have like neon vacancy signs where it says no vacancy and they don't light up the no as long as there's spaces and they light up the no? Like,
They're stuck in the 80s.
it's like the 50s. But
When
like,
I think of neon, I think of the 80s.
really?
You have like 12. Okay.
Oh, okay. I guess.
No, look at my dice.
I guess
I just wanted to
think
count how many 20s you had because I'm used to rolling more than 5. Shit, it's the bad one today.
Hard one to
I took
read.
the good ones.
Yeah.
It's so hard to read. That's why I use the green one every time. I don't give a fuck about rolls. I don't believe in it. I just want one that's clear. I just want to be able to see what the fuck it says.
This one punishes you for its good luck.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We got a serial killer to catch.
Yeah. Actually, I do want to
Let's-
the recap. Things
We have a
that
serial
happened so
killer to catch.
We're gonna stab him in the face.
far. Is that the plan?
Do I have my sentinel?
That's always
Yes.
my plan.
So.
Are you sure?
This is why we're doing a recap.
Did that not
Recap
happen?
us, Jake.
That's it. Okay, so you guys started. We'll do a full fast forward through a lot of it, but basically you started in the town of Stettin, went through a
Jesus
bunch
fuck.
of adventures.
Oh, I
learned
did that
about
one.
the-
Oh, right. Okay.
The Mages Council and the festival, and came over to Erelon. On the way, you committed some crimes.
Stole some stuff, killed some people.
Stole a lot of magic, killed some people, but when you got to Erelon, you still weren't wanted, and you met with this guy called Zeldesh.
What do you mean we weren't wanted? Fuck you, you're not wanted.
Anyways, you met with Zeldesh, who was intrigued as to what you could do and how you could help him, because he is a merchant, a leader of the couriers, kind of a shady guy, but you don't know yet. You don't know too much about him. The next day, you woke up with all of your experiences helping you learn. And Tatashi figured out how to create a metal construct, and Andre figured out how to kill people faster.
Yep,
More
thought a
effectively.
lot about killing people.
He read a couple anatomy books.
Mm.
Damn, that was autonomy books. That's me. I read the
Yeah.
autonomy books. I
I
have a question.
How to live alone. Yeah.
That was funny. Whenever I attack with a spell, do I roll and add my spell attack modifier?
Yes.
Fuck.
Have you not?
Oh no.
Oh, but I'm
No.
so sorry.
It's 5.
Yeah. Well, okay, hold on. So.
I think I've been adding my intelligence modifier. I've been adding 3,
Yeah.
and I should have been adding 5.
Yeah. You haven't really missed.
No, we've been fine.
Yeah. You've only missed when you've been at disadvantage, and like you wouldn't have hit even with a 2 more.
Yeah.
But yeah, any spell attack, you're gonna use that.
Attack.
Yeah. So spells basically 2 categories. Either they have a DC because they're like an effect, or they're an attack, like throwing a fireball.
Right.
Actually, no, listen. Fireball's a weird thing because you throw a fireball but it explodes. so
Yeah, it's
an
at a
effect.
location. Yeah.
But like not magic.
Yeah.
Firebolt.
Yeah,
Firebolt
Firebolt.
is
So
used-
Firebolt, I use my spell attack mod. Detect magic, Detect magic's automatic.
Just happens. Yeah, that doesn't use it.
Um,
If you use like sleep,
Okay, it would be my intelligence modifier, not my spell attack modifier.
it would be it's 8 plus your proficiency plus your spell casting ability modifier.
But I'm
which is
proficient.
intelligence.
I'm proficient in it, so that's
Right.
plus 2.
But your proficiency, it goes up when you get like 5
Right.
or 10.
So it'd still be plus 5.
Yeah, so like
So
all
they're
of your
both
spell
plus 5.
attacks are plus 5,
Right.
and then all of your DCs are 13.
DC is like my saving throws?
It's what other people have to do
Oh,
to beat
right.
your spells.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
What does DC mean?
Difficulty check.
Okay. I thought I got.
Or difficulty class.
I guess I got confused as to what you were actually saying. Yeah, it's what they have to beat to survive if I'm doing AoE kind of blanket
Yeah.
effects. Yeah, okay, cool.
Exactly.
I knew that. I just thought you were talking about something else, I guess. That was weird.
Nope. Spellcasting is complicated.
Yeah, well, I've been adding 3, but also we've been fine.
Yeah.
We've been fucking it up a solid
If you had
bit.
done something that didn't make sense, I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah, if I had added something like 9.
Do you like squeaky toys? Anyways, so you went and saw Zaldesh after you gained his experiences and created your construct. Nice. Was Zoro Zaldesh your S? Was your,
It's the S for I'm in middle school, and I think this is cool.
Southside.
Southside!
Yeah, Superman.
Technically, we're from the south side of Lake Oswego.
I was on the south side of Norman too, actually.
Ooh, look at you!
He's a Southie boy. Which used to be an area of Boston you
It
could move to.
means I'm comfortable in the slums.
South Central.
Yes, you are. As a rogue, it's your natural.
See, continuity.
Are the characters reflections of the people?
I'm
Or
I could
the people reflections of their characters.
I could go into any country club and everyone would be like, yeah, he belongs here. I don't like that, but I could.
Yeah. You can do it. If you roll a high enough.
I'm so white. What?
Yeah. But Tatashi is golden skinned. He's gold. He's tan. Golden.
He's just really tan, brown, like a copper skinned
Bronze.
man.
Okay.
He's bronzed.
Yeah. Well, I already wrote the wanted poster, so.
Yeah, and that's why I tried to fight it.
No, Zaldesh could see right through it. It was like,
Gold
You're gonna
finger. He's the man.
So
Man with the golden touch.
Zaldesh found your wanted poster before it was about to go out to the public,
Well,
and after taking a decent amount of your bounty, was able to. He said he'd make that go away.
he's a decent amount. He took a shit ton of
He
money.
took about half.
Yeah, he took so much fucking stuff.
But that's because he has to give it back to the people that need it.
He's gonna keep it.
Who knows?
I know. Allah knows. Wait, not Allah. What's his name? Mala?
Mala!
Allah knows. Woo.
Add him to the front.
Man, we're gonna get banned. communism and all that.
The two
All
things you need.
it's just Allah for all.
Yeah.
Holla back.
Allah back. Ain't no Allah back, girl. I got really, 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 really bad ideas of what that music video would look like, and it's not
So
okay.
good.
Right, yeah, alright. So did all of you at home. Playing along at home.
Thanks for watching. Those of you playing the home game.
This has been offensive and offensive.
On NPR. How to make Dungeons and Dragons offensive.
How to get banned under?
Oh man.
Communism, racism, and boobs. A study in Scarlet.
Oh god.
Alright, yeah, we gave him a bunch of shit so that we wouldn't get arrested.
And then
He told
gave
us to
you-
find a serial killer,
Yes.
and now we're gonna go find a serial killer.
Yep.
And Mala has been a dick to you. Mala is Zaldish's assistant.
Mother's
And you
gonna
just
die.
stepped out of the door, back into the Merchants Guild
Nice.
on the second floor.
What? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I'm gonna,
Do you want to go to the servants' quarters?
I would like to.
Do we have to go get food again?
I would like to take a fish from my 400 pounds of salted fish.
no, you sold that.
No, we already
Wasn't
sold
that
that, but
after we did?
No.
No. So
Fuck!
that's- he got the construct and you sold the fish and you learned about Rendera, the restaurant.
because this is before we went to see him the second time.
That's right.
Yeah, this is on the first day. The second day is the one that it didn't happen, and the second day that didn't happen is literally what we're doing right now, and that's
So the
it.
second day did happen. The beginning of the second day was you getting all the
No.
notes.
I mean.
Oh, that's right. No,
out
that
of
was
world,
before we
in
went and
this
saw him.
world.
That
in
was
this
before
world.
we went and saw him. That's right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I would like to go to the servants' quarters. I would like to go question
The mutter.
Demutter,
Ava, Tala, Tava, Tala.
Whoop.
Their names are really close.
Oh, you're getting close.
Hey,
Villa
what?
and Vala.
What?
Villa and Vala.
Villa and Vala. Does she live in it?
Villia is the
Villa's the
victim.
dead one.
She's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, she dead.
Vala's the mother.
We can still question her.
Yes, you can.
She just might be withholding.
Tell me what you know.
Where's Rachel?
Swear to me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm gonna get the Sentinel cape. I'm gonna dress him up like Batman. Superman.
Because you can control his like appearance, right? Oh god. Oh, jeez.
No, that'd be weird.
It'd be really funny though. People be confused.
I'll dress him up like a luchador. Tigre.
What's his name gonna be?
Oh, Tigre. No. I don't know.
El Metallo.
Aluminium.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Ooh. What is this page?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Pretty pictures.
Pretty pictures. It's my favorite kind of book. A spell book. We're going to the servants' quarters. Going to the chapel.
Cool. You don't want to do anything on the way. You're just gonna head straight to Vala's house.
Yeah, fuck
We
it.
got it. Yeah.
On the way downstairs, I would like to stop a random mage and ask him how long of a walk it would take to get to the nobles' quarters,
Noble's quarters.
the northeast quadrant.
Oh, the northeast quadrant. Yeah. And he looks at you and goes, probably like 2.5, 3 hours from here. It's a long ways away. Most of the time we just send messages or we send couriers because they're fast, but just walking.
As he's halfway through his explanation, I pat him on the hip and then just start walking away.
I ask him if he wants to kill Mala as much as everyone else does.
Yeah, you know, he's kind of annoying, but gets his work done. Keeps us from having to interact with Zeldash. I mean,
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
seems confident enough. He's just kind of
Sounds
a dick.
Cool.
Okay.
To the
Anything
servants'
else I can help
quarters.
you with?
No.
I'm already at the door.
Yeah, I gotta catch up with the child.
You scurry towards
The wee one.
Uh,
You just ride the sentinel.
um,
It was so cool.
actually, I think there are limits to hat of disguise.
Like time?
Yeah. So maybe you can just wear it, or maybe you can. Nope. Yeah, you can just do it infinitely.
Oh.
You can just keep casting the disguise self spell.
Hey, there's the neighbors.
I wonder if you need.
Why do I have a thing that says writs of passage?
It's
'Cause
what
you
allows us into the town. If anybody stops us, we have proof that we should be there.
Oh, right. It was a joke.
Passage crackers.
They're always allowed in because they're crackers.
Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum. Okay. Anyways, you make your way out of the Merchants Guild and into the busy streets of Erelon.
Woo!
Um, it's not shown on that map, but there are like all throughout the like more dense areas like this. There are small streets.
Right,
These are
right.
just main causeways.
Right.
I figured it wasn't just like a fucking block.
Yeah.
That'd be weird. That'd be really hard to navigate. Okie dokie.
So the servants' quarters is still a northern part of the slums, but you have to pass through the courier's quarters, and you can see a lot of gnomes and halflings and just like smaller, skinnier humans, significantly more than anywhere else you've been in the city. Just like wandering about, haggling, like talking in groups. The buildings here are like pretty close together, but still seem like fairly well maintained, like decent living.
In the service quarters?
You're in the couriers.
Right.
What's it called? District? No, couriers' quarters. Yeah, because you're passing from Merchants Guild down to servants, and it's
Cool.
servants' sanctum.
Ooh, sanctum.
Haha.
They're saved.
You don't see any other tabaxi halflings though.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought this is where we were gonna run into a fucking horde of them.
That's pretty unique.
Any other Kaladesh? Is that what I'm called? That's a magic set.
Quirion?
Kalashtar.
Elishtar? Oh, God.
Kaladesh was a magic set.
Yes. Which one?
It was a good one. It was the Moroccan artifact one.
Oh, yeah.
That was I missed it. I was like gone
That's
in
what
camp.
all these
but
huge commander cards
Fuck, I
are.
want to play with it. I wanted to play that set, and I wanted to buy mini boxes of that set super bad,
I
but
have.
it's gone and expensive now.
I think I have a box in Kaladesh.
I'm obsessed with Kaladesh. I think it's like Kaladesh is like one of the coolest sets I've ever seen. It like is my type super well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girl, if you're from
like-
Casablanca and made of metal, so.
We'll call you Kaladesh.
Kaladesh. You can call me Rick. I'll die in Casablanca.
You continue to pass through the courier's quarters, making your way westward,
Eastward.
eastward. Eastward.
It's up to you. You can call it Wait West if you want.
Here's flip directions.
Yeah.
That's what they call it.
Let's go north. Wait,
Well,
what?
It's all the opposite. Who knows? Yeah. It's all relative. Really relative to the.
Who's all
reverse
relatives?
passage. We're all relatives. Thanks, Genghis Khan.
Did you not know?
Did you know? You pass through the courier quarters and eventually arrive at the Currents Passage, which is a very large thoroughfare, and you see just a lot of traffic, a lot of carts, and decent amount of guards too, and like big open. You'd almost call them sewers. Like the water doesn't look good. but they're not like reeking. They seem like major passages of water through the city. And you have to cross like there's little like stone bridges every like few hundred feet to get over them, like to get to the other streets.
Right.
It's like a baby Venice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like little channelways for like waste and water and runoff
Exactly.
and rain and yeah.
Mhm.
Gutter.
There's a lot more traffic going north than there is going south.
Because it's early in the day, right?
Yes.
So they're all like people, like servants headed to work. It's rush hour, baby.
Yeah, it's rush hour. It's a lot of merchants coming in from this. So when you were sailing in on the Caribbean, you saw like this large group of people heading into the city from the south, and that's a lot of them. So they're
Right.
coming in for the festival, coming to sell their wares. On the other side of the channels, you don't see a lot of like stalls like you kind of saw in some of the like market squares. They're more like established shops that are a little shoddy, but they're selling basic like food, repairs, and stuff that people might just need on their way to work or like because they forgot to do something.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything while you're passing the Currents passage? Or do you want to just keep going, keep heading on to the Servant Sanctum?
I would like to wait for a minute for my compatriots to catch up, and then as the sentinel gets close, I'm gonna crawl up him like a tree and sit on his shoulders.
How does the Sentinel feel about that?
The sentinel's gonna like when he walks up to him, he's gonna like reach down and like cup a hand for a foothold, and then just kind of like boost him up onto his shoulders.
Okay. You don't have to make a check for that. It's pretty easy.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
And you just,
that'd be.
yeah.
Not one, I smush him.
No, it'd be more like you fall backwards into the sewer. Roll Constitution.
Poison.
No, that could be a.
But yeah, what? Sorry.
I was thinking like a paladin could technically just like walk through the sewers because they can't get
Immune
diseased.
to disease.
Right. Sentinel could
Yeah.
with him on the shoulders.
If you ever have to go into the sewers.
Depending on how deep they are.
It's true. He's like more than 6 feet tall, so
Maybe they're
Yeah.
just like 12-foot channels.
yeah. I don't know if they're full though. Like it seemed like there was like a couple inches of running water.
Surprised they didn't do like big doggy sentinel.
Big dog. It's a humanoid.
It can be 2 or 4-legged.
It's a centaur. No, it's two-legged.
Centaurs are large.
It's two-legged. I'll change it literally whenever the fuck I want to.
Yeah. Yes, you
I
can.
have too much control. If I turn it, if it's a horse, can I put the saddle on it? The magic saddle that gives me mounted combat ability? That I can't be knocked off.
I think a horse is a large animal.
Oh, okay, and it's
I
medium.
can check right here. Yeah. it
I
has
can
to
make
be
like a big
medium
mastiff
size. You could.
or bear.
Don't know if you can ride. You know what?
I can't
You can
ride.
always
No.
try it.
You can ride another medium-sized creature.
I don't think you can.
That's why there was that joke about like a human riding a centaur.
I thought you
in
could.
combat.
No, it's
A
specifically
medium
a
can
centaur
ride a
thing.
large.
Oh, it's a centaur thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Centaurs like count as.
Either way, it's a human, so it doesn't really matter. It's a humanoid, so it doesn't matter right now.
Well, so it.
Well, we can
it
check.
has never had to be a humanoid. It just says construct.
I'm saying like we can check later.
I'm checking. I'm looking right now.
Okay.
Like it just says it's a construct. It doesn't say it has to be
Yeah.
humanoid.
I'm saying like we can check the rules about it later.
Why don't you do this now?
Okay, I'm gonna go get a bottle of wine.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Can you ride a centaur without making another centaur?
I think we should just stack centaurs.
Do what?
I think we should just stack centaurs.
Turtles all the way down.
That's the joke, is you can
Yep.
stack centaurs.
Yep.
Centaurs are large.
Mmm.
So something, I forget how you could stack centaurs, but you could do something cool. Something with an ability. I put a centaur on the stack.
still have the other bottle of wine. Or that. Nice.
I just moved it over here.
Thank you, Costco, for supplying our wine. Please sponsor us.
Just give us a free membership.
Yeah,
Or
actually,
free cases of wine.
Four cases of wine, please.
Man, our rebate is gonna be fucking huge.
Yeah.
If alcohol counts.
It might not count.
Yeah. Even still, it's been a lot.
As we're traveling through the streets, I would like to just see what snippets I can gather from the conversations as we pass by. See if there's anything interesting that I can pick up.
Roll a perception.
It's not great.
Okay.
It's an 11.
It's an 11. So, most of what you hear are like people's daily problems, servants complaining about their masters, but they are actually a small portion of the people on the Currents Passage right now. A lot of it is merchants talking about what they plan to do and sell at the festival, people making preparations for that. At an 11, that's about all you can hear. Mostly business as usual, talk about the festival. Nothing like unique or anything.
And at this point, we're 7 days from the festival, yeah?
You might actually be 8 days.
7 days.
Maybe I can pull that up right now at the tracker.
8 days.
I also have a tracker. It's just set on 8, and I wasn't sure if that was accurate still or not.
I mean, we've been doing 1 day for like 3 sessions.
Yep.
I have a festival ticker. 8 days, yeah. 8
Fantastic.
days.
I'm on track.
But at the end of this day, it'll be 7.
7, 6, 5, 4.
And then basically once you get to 1, and you're on the day that's 1 day before, it means the festival's the next day.
Quick question.
Be fun. Yeah.
I remember. Never mind. We're good. We are totally set.
Nala's gonna bomb the festival.
Who?
What? Mala.
Oh. Maybe you should ask her a question because
Yeah. What's
maybe
your
like
question?
Greg didn't know or I didn't know.
Oh, I have a note that just says murdered dude Haldren,
Haldren.
and I was confused who Haldren was, but then I remembered, and so that was what my question was. It's the dude with the smells called Zach that we killed.
Oh, right. Yeah. It was weird that we learned his name.
Oh, his name isn't Haldren, it's Haldrion.
Haldrion.
Yeah, Haldrion.
I missed an I. Fuck.
But it could always become relevant.
There's patches for that.
For what?
Missing an eye.
Hey.
Cool.
Back to my place.
Service quarters.
Awesome. You walk.
Servant's sanctum.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Oh, it's like working at the restaurant. I keep getting headaches from rolling my eyes too much.
Actually.
Shout out elephant staff. Crazy kids.
I'll still eat their food.
What?
I said I'll still eat their food.
I have like $120 to spend there that I can only use for as long as I'm like laid off.
Just don't tell them.
Well, you're not allowed to use it if you're not an employee there.
Oh, okay.
But I like checked because we all of a sudden just got laid off without anyone knowing. And I was like, what do I do with my 120 elephant dollars? And they were just like, you can still use them because you're a temporarily laid off employee. And I was like, it's weird ass rules, but that's cool.
Strange.
I'm just not gonna tell them I have a different job.
Oh. They don't need to know. You're making more money.
Truth.
Then you look at the
Close.
Anyways, you pass through the Currents Passage over into the servants' sanctum. It has a lot of the same feel as the courier's quarters, but the actual population is significantly more human and half-elf than like small gnomish people. Everyone looks like moderately poor, but if they look like they're in a hurry, they have decent clothes on. So those are definitely people that are like working in a shop or a noble's quarters or something, and they have to like look presentable. But if someone's not doing that, they're kind of just like wearing tattered clothes, not like absolute rags, but kind of they're shabby. They're kind of just like hanging out in doorsteps. All the children aren't super well dressed. Like some of them have shoes, not a whole lot of them do. But no one here is like insanely depressed and like sitting in the street dying. They just don't have a ton of stuff. Similar to the Currents Passage, there's like smaller convenience shops, think like selling vegetables and food, but cheap, kind of easy to buy things. No fancy jewelry, nothing really like, no magical item shops either. None of those here.
Okay.
You make your way over to the building where Zaldash said that Vala lives. And
Cool.
he gave you that she's on the 3rd floor in a small apartment, 3C.
And God, he told us because I was like gonna just start yelling at the crowd. Does anyone know Vala? Daughter was just murdered. Serial killer.
Glad we don't have to scream.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
I enjoy not screaming. Okay. Should we just go up
Let's do it.
to the apartment?
Let's do
Okay, let's. We're
There's
going.
no one guarding the door. Like the
Good.
front,
That'd be
the front
good.
door to the lobby,
Yeah.
like the main landing.
Right.
It's not locked or anything. People just kind of come and go.
Right.
When you make your way up to the 3rd floor, this area is like very cramped, very hard to get to, and the stairs are small, and the construct has a little bit of a hard time.
Yeah.
I will dismount the construct and just
Probably
casually
good
walk
call.
up and enjoy the spacious
Face-
hallway.
Your face is just like sliding on the ceiling.
Yeah. The walls are covered in like
Paint?
water stains. No, they're like the paint's chipping away. It's not falling apart, but it's not well maintained. It's not like
Disrepair.
Got it.
Exactly. And you make your way up the stairs, and on the 3rd floor, there are only 3 doors, A, B, C. Nice. 1, 2, 3. And you find your way to door 3C. Kind of a, it's not a shoddy door, it's just cheap wood.
I'm just gonna knock lightly, like softly, on the door.
You get no response from the light knock.
Or knock like a medium knock.
You hear someone from inside the apartment coming, and then
cried.
the door opens in front of you, and it's a smaller, middle-aged woman with like a decent amount of gray in her hair, and her eyes are red. She's like wiping them with a handkerchief.
Vala?
Yeah.
I don't want to call her her
Is-
daughter's name.
Who are you?
Hi, you don't know us, but we were sent by some people in the Merchants Guild to hunt down and find whoever did such a horrible thing to your daughter. Also, our condolences, by the way.
Yeah. As you see that, like some pain quickly registers in her face, and she tries to calm it down. Oh, so Zelda sent you, right?
Yeah, okay, cool.
Come in, please. And she leads you into a very small apartment. Some kind of worn out furniture, well used, but it's not like rotten.
Right.
And definitely seems like lived in. There's food in a small basket like near the kitchen area.
It's like a comfortable apartment.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's decent. It's just very small.
Yeah.
Nothing's super nice here. And it seems like it hasn't been cleaned recently. Like maybe someone did clean it a week or so ago, but
Okay.
kind of it seems like it's falling apart.
It's not like tidied up.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in a bit of disarray.
I want Sentinel to sit on the ground, leaning against the door.
Nice. Sentinel leans against the door as you both enter, and she gestures for you to sit
On the inside.
a- Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Got that. Okay. She gestures for you to sit on a small couch that will fit both of you, and she sits in a chair. And that is where we're going to take a break. Aha.
Yay.
We'll be right back.
You got so ready to take notes. I just like really had to take a shower, and so we left.
You just had to get all wet for me.
This hair, brought to you by Lush,
Oh.
and my mother's father, Bertram Wood. If you want an old rich white man name,
It's like a-
Bertram Wood.
I went to school with someone called Rexford Woodward.
That name owned slaves.
Yeah.
Bertram Wood. Faux show.
Alright, so we are.
Oh wait, you guys.
I don't think it actually does anything, but that's fine. Okay. We're talking to a woman who lost her daughter.
Yes.
Serious talk.
She has you sit down on the couch. She takes a seat, and she doesn't really know where to begin. What do you do?
I know that this is like really hard for you, but anything that you can tell us about this is gonna like really help us to potentially catch your daughter's killer.
Well, most of what I can tell you is just that we found her yesterday, and she had that wound.
Where was she when you found her?
We found her in one of the canals on the Currents Passage.
Do you know what she was doing last night?
Well, yes. So the night before she was murdered, she was a great singer.
Mm-hmm.
She was singing at a tavern.
Which tavern?
The Brigadier's Bar.
Does she always sing at that tavern?
No, she goes to a few different taverns, but I think the Brigadier's is one of her favorites. They asked her to come back a few times, and she really likes singing there.
Is it well known for having like multiple singers every night? Like different girls singing, things like that?
Sure, they normally have entertainment, but it's not always just someone singing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice bar. A lot of people enjoy going there.
After she's done singing, does she just come straight home normally?
Oh, yeah.
And she
Always straight home.
and she walks home alone?
Yes, it's not really all that far.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, have you heard about any other people? Girls that have...
Not until now. Not until this has happened to us.
Mm-hmm.
But now I do know that there have been a few others.
Yeah. Were they all singers?
I didn't really ask. I'm not sure, but
That's okay. Yeah.
hey, maybe.
Were they all like young women? Like your daughter?
Yes. Yes, well, at least all the ones I know of have been young women.
Mm-hmm. And were they all found like somewhat near this bar? Or like between that
No.
bar and their homes?
Well, they've all been in the slums. And they've all been
Uh-huh.
same manner of death. Not all from that bar, not from any one bar in particular, but all in the slums, all between the sanctum, the passage, and not really. I mean, maybe there's some in the true slums, but there's a lot that goes on there, and we wouldn't really know.
Got it.
But most of them tend to be found in the canals.
Right. Where's your daughter's body now?
Well, we can't really bury her anywhere here, so she was cremated.
Fuck. Alright.
And she starts just kind of choking a little bit.
Right.
But
Just a couple more questions. Sorry. Did anyone do like the examination on her, like a doctor?
We can't really afford a doctor to do anything. That's just from the guards that found her. Just could tell that her throat had been sliced open, and that particular
Do you know the guards' names?
I don't think they told me their names.
Or like maybe where we might be able to find them there now?
I don't know. They cycle through this area. No one really stays that long. But I'm sorry, I can't be.
No, you're wonderful. You're doing great. Do you have any questions? Okay.
Silent child sitting on a couch.
Well, we'll do everything we can to catch this monster and make sure that this doesn't happen to any other daughters.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
She takes her hand and holds it. Oh. I'm holding. Oh, scandalous.
Cool.
She just looks at both of you and kind of. She's still just kind of like in shock and in mourning and like a whole flurry of emotions. Goes, is there anything else I can do for you? I mean, do you want some bread or butter or what?
No, thank you. We had breakfast. I think we're gonna get out of your hair and stop, bothering you with these questions, and we're gonna go talk to the owner of the sailor club.
The Brigadier's Bar.
Nailed it.
Nice. Touchy.
So you take care of yourself.
Thank you. Please find who did this.
We'll do our best.
I don't want anyone else to have to go through this experience. Thank you.
You good? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll get out of your hair.
She's still just like sitting.
Yeah, we'll get up and go to the door.
Nice. And the construct is still.
Yeah, Sentinel, get up.
Cool. You can make your way out of the door, and you're back in this very small landing on the 3rd floor. What
Cool.
would you like to do?
Yeah, after the door's closed. Or I guess we can just sit there and mind Link, so there's no noise. Do you want to go talk to the owners of the bar?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna go to the bar.
She didn't tell you where.
A knock on the door.
She opens the door again. And goes, yes.
Sorry to be a shithead. Where's the Brigadier's bar?
Oh, right. It's over.
Left, right.
Yeah, left, right. But it's still left, right. And it's just off of the Turin's Passage towards the north. But not super close to where they are.
Okay.
Probably like a 15-20 minute walk.
Okay.
You're holding it.
He knows.
Oh, yeah, I'm aware. I'm just.
Okay.
She's the directions.
Then
to
we
the Brigadier's Bar.
head over there.
Nice. You make your way through the Serpent Sanctum.
Making my way downtown.
You don't see as many people with the moderately nice dress.
Right. It's no longer rush hour. They're all at work.
Yeah, they're all gone. And so most of what you see is the people in the tattered clothes.
Cool.
Seem stressed. unhappy, slightly malnourished, nothing like starving, but not great.
Gentle jaundiced.
Gently jaundiced. You actually don't even have to go back to the curate's passage. You can just go like straight through some
Okay.
alleyways, through some buildings, and making your way uptown. And you find yourself at the Brigadier's Bar, and it is it's a fairly large establishment, but it's still like just built into the first floor, and there's 2 floors of what seem like housing above it. This is not an inn. People don't really like stay here.
Right.
It's just a place for people to come drink. And
Sick.
since it's the middle of the afternoon, it's technically open, but like you,
It's a dive.
the doors open and you can hear people inside, but not a lot of them, and there's no music coming from inside.
Good. Ideal questioning hours. I've seen so many cop shows. I'm ready for this.
Nice.
Yeah, I seen her.
Yeah, what doing?
It was about 28 days ago. She had a purple ribbon in her hair.
Look, I gotta dust these glasses. You can't do anything. It's a small town, you know?
Okay.
You know everyone.
We go inside.
Cool. Inside, it's fairly well lit because it's the middle of the day. Lights are shining through the windows. Inside, you see a number of tables and chairs, and everything in here is like well worn. But it clearly sees a lot of use. Like, yeah, the floor and tables are a little sticky, and so is the bar.
Sticky flowers.
And there are a few older men at the bar, and like maybe a few like younger drunks passed out at the tables, but that's the only clientele, and a lot of the tables are empty, and you see one larger half-orc man running the bar behind it. He's moving pretty slowly.
I hope it's not him.
Who knows? It could be anyone.
That'd be weird. That's some like super arrogant serial killer shit. If to who?
Doesn't matter. Let's go.
I asked if you had any questions.
Yeah, no, I forgot.
Okay.
It's fine.
That's the scene.
There's a
you
half
see.
orc.
You can also see that there seems to be like almost a makeshift stage in the back. It's just a slightly higher little platform. It's towards the back of the inn.
Cool. But it wasn't an inn.
Oh, sorry, town.
What?
Or
Dive by.
everything's in D&D, so I'm like bar.
Yeah, or tavern.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
works.
Okay. We'll go up to the half orc.
I'd like to hop up on one of the chairs and go, "Hey, mister, can I get one of those things that everybody else seems to be having?"
And you're still disguised as a kid.
Yep.
He turns back to you. Just turns away. Keeps going about his chores.
Hey, mister, that's not very nice.
Flips you off. Yes, again. And just keeps going about like just getting things in order.
Hey, mister, my dad and his friend have some questions. We were hoping we could just have a chat.
How about can I get a beer and some answers maybe?
So as you both say that, and he turns around to answer you, he's able to see past you to the Tashi and the constructs.
Who's
And
just
he's like-
standing there with like arms folded?
And he kind of goes, Alright. He goes and gets one beer, and brings it over to you, and places it down in front of the Tashi, like gives you a stern glance. 1 copper.
Yeah, definitely. I hand over like 3.
Mighty generous. He takes
Well-
the coppers from you.
Maybe generous. I have some questions and I would love if you could answer them maybe.
He looks around and goes, I'm not doing much else.
Awesome. We were sent here by Zaldash
Really?
to look into the murders of the young women that have been taking place.
There's a lot of murders that happen down here in the slums, but
Yeah.
happen to Villia is just not right.
Yeah. Do you know anything that might help out with in any way?
He looks down, shakes his head. I don't know. She was a good girl. She came, sang some great songs. Always welcome in the tavern. Everyone seemed to like her. I don't know. Normally she's been fine walking home on her own, but
Did she leave alone that
who
night?
knows? Yeah, she
Okay,
normally
yeah.
lives alone.
And you notice anyone who
Not for
like
lack of trying from some of the other customers, but
right? You notice anyone else who like isn't normally there, or like some kind of stranger, like maybe like isn't making himself known, kind of being creepy, and would have left like right after her
let's
or right before.
I don't know. I mean, most people were just listening to her sing,
Right.
but I guess there was one guy. He was listening. He just didn't seem happy.
Yeah.
Never really seen him before, but it was weird. He didn't leave right after her either or anything. Just didn't really pay too much attention. Just like caught him as I was looking around the crowd, paid for his beers and everything. Just never got his name.
Would you human
Yeah, looked pretty human to me.
clothing?
Oh, let's see. He was wearing pretty plain clothes. Seemed like a skinny, just like gaunt kind of person. Not really the normal brigadier folk like we normally get. He points to the other guys that are at the bar that are like a little beefier.
Yeah, it seems like a really weird place to try and like murder a girl. If it's full of like fucking
Yeah.
sailors.
It's not full of sailors.
Sorry, it's full of
They're
brigadiers.
beefy boys.
Oh, got it.
There's full of bears.
Thick boys. Thick boys. Beer boys?
Yes, pretty much.
That's me.
I don't know. That's about as much as I caught off of him.
If you saw him again, would you recognize him?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Pretty good chance to see him again.
Do you have anyone singing tonight?
Oh, let's see. He goes over and checks like a small little, like, stack of papers posted to the wall.
Yeah. We got Aaliyah. She's
What?
gonna be singing tonight.
Who?
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah? Okay. She good? She a good singer? She's really good?
Oh yeah.
She
yeah.
cute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah! Cool. Well, if you don't mind, I think we're gonna stick around tonight and enjoy the show.
Sure thing.
And I'll ask that you, just go about, your business as usual. But if you notice that guy or anyone like being suspicious, that you let the boy here know.
It's a kid.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving.
I'm useful sometimes.
He like flicks a fork at you. It's surprising speed and accuracy.
Ooh.
Okay.
Make a dexterity check.
Yes.
I'd call it a saving throw.
Saving? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can get like a little bit of a bonus. Because the fork's coming right at you.
Ooh. Yep.
22.
Nice. You successfully you're going to be able to do pretty much whatever you want with the fork as it's heading to you. So what do you want to do? It's like zooming straight at you across the bar. You can just dodge it, or you can do it, yeah. Whatever you want.
Can I do a little backflip and catch with my feet?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, you can. So you do that, and you're just like balancing on the stool with the fork between your feet.
And then I'm gonna just lean backwards, stabbing the fork into the table.
I think your head of disguise might fall off.
That would be fine.
You're upside down.
Well, shit, I've already done it, so.
Yeah.
Also, like, there's nothing wrong with him getting like a glimpse of your true nature to really drive home the like you are not a child.
Can I just grab my hat and hold it to my head while I balance?
You can definitely do that, but he gets a glimpse of like, and as you like stable yourself.
Like a little
Back it
mystique ripple.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
He looks back at you and goes, "All right, sure, I'll tell the kid."
Told you.
Okay.
They grow up so fast.
Yeah.
Soon they'll be like this one.
He looks at the construct like, what?
Who's what, like equal height with a half orc?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious. How long was Vala singing here?
Villia.
Villia.
She just had a hour-long set. It's pretty normal. Just have someone come in. Again, like around dinner time, try to get people to come in from the street, but then she would just go home. Well, first time she's staying here, probably like a year ago. She'd come back like every 2 months, 3 months.
How long ago did she?
Every season. Once a season.
How long ago did she die?
Yesterday.
Fuck. How long ago did the girl before her disappear/die?
The last one I heard of was, I don't know, maybe 2-3 days before her.
Oh fuck. Okay. I thought it was like a month, and we're gonna have to be like, we gotta wait a month to track this bitch down because he's
This
on a
is,
schedule. Nope. This is a.
Getting kind of a problem.
This is a spree killing.
I assume that's why Zeldish hired you.
Yeah.
How much are you familiar with Zaldesh? Reputation or personally?
Because toothy grin. Yeah, I think probably most people in the slums are familiar with Zeldish.
Ooh, that's an
They
illegal.
probably don't
smell.
care about him up in the north, but yeah, you know who he is. I mean, the couriers live down here too.
True.
And he's kind of their leader, their head or whatever. He doesn't do all that much in the servant sanctum, but he's definitely seen around here. Got a few friends here too.
Do you have many enemies down here?
Can't really do as much as he does without making a few enemies. Definitely know that the slumlords don't love him. They, especially because he's controlling the couriers, and technically they're part of the slums and should be under the slum lord. So he's vying for a little bit of power there.
Did you see her body?
No, I didn't see it.
Do you
Kinda visit the
know
bar.
exactly what happened? I guess I'm just wondering if it was evident that they were cut out, or if like someone ripped them out.
I try not to concern myself with too many of the gory details, but
Right.
it did, from her and from some of the other cases I've started hearing about now that I'm paying attention, really, they seem to be cut,
Okay.
not ripped, just a nice, clear
Okay.
excision. He can use the word excision. He knows what it means.
He's an orc. He's versed in the language of combat and bloodshed.
Processing I killed.
Eh?
Processing I killed.
Yeah. Okay.
Some weird stuff, but heck, a lot of people die down here in the slums.
Truth.
It's pretty common.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
Do you know much about these other girls who have disappeared?
I mean, like I said, I just started getting involved once Villia died. I just started really hearing about it, but from what I can tell, most of them seem to be singers, going to some of the bars and taverns in the area, just entertaining for a little while.
As a barkeep, I'm sure you're familiar with the competition that you have around you.
Exactly.
Naturally, right?
Actually, I think, hold on, man. And he goes back to his, like, there's his stack of papers on the wall, and then there's, like, more
When was the last
in a
time?
pile, and he starts looking through them. Shit, I mean, we've had at least one of them sing in the past, probably 30 days.
Do singers typically rotate through the bars like that and just do
Oh, yeah, pretty common. Yeah, I mean, hey, we're the slums, man. No one really sticks to a place. They just kind of do whatever they can, making some money.
Do you have any employees who are like really creepy?
Most of the time, I'm the only employee here. I'll maybe recruit a few friends, but
Got it.
super busy.
Okay.
Yeah, most of the time I can handle it by myself.
So tonight, if we don't spot anybody, we're gonna follow her home without her knowing that we're there, so that we can also hide from anyone who might be following her.
Sure, you're not these killers?
Yeah, why would we like come to you and say all this stuff if
I don't know.
what we've been doing has been working?
Why'd you follow her home?
To make sure she's safe because we're hired by Zaldash?
Seems a little fishy, but
Really? It
Yeah.
seems fishy? What would you
I
do?
don't know.
You wouldn't follow her home to make sure she's safe?
No, normally girls from the slums can take care of themselves.
Okay, clearly
But,
not.
I mean, I'd only follow her home if I saw the same guy.
Right.
It's kind of freaking me out.
Okay. Well, we're probably gonna do it anyways. And then, if she doesn't get attacked, I'll have another. We'll talk about a future plan.
Are most of the bars are along the Currents Passage?
Yeah, most lucrative area really to be in. If you get further in, you're really just kind of like a neighborhood area bar and pretty focused, pretty small. Might as well just sell directly to people. I mean, owning an establishment's pretty expensive. I can only make it through like a few people I get off the Currents Passage, and from the people I can bring in from the street. If I can get singing coming out of the door.
Right.
I don't know, but yeah, sure. I mean, you're welcome to stay here as long as you need. Do whatever you want as long as you don't burn down my fucking bar.
That's fair. Add to your notes, don't fuck with the half-orc. You don't have to add that.
He
You
takes
wrote-
the fork out of the
He
bar.
wrote fuck with the half-orc. Alright, well, Z, do you just want to like hang out here until it's showtime?
No.
Okay, what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna spin around in the bar and just walk out the bar.
Fair.
He
Andre starts to leave the bar.
he's in charge, and I follow him.
Nice.
Once I get outside, I'd like to see which way the Currents Passage flows.
It's the Currents Passage is a road. Oh, okay.
You mean
So
the-
the Currents Passage is the road, but there are the canals on either side.
Right.
Okay, so when you get back to the Currents Passage, the canals flow north to south,
Got it.
similar to
Into the
carriers.
slums.
Yeah.
Is there a drop into the runoff? So I mean, there's varying levels of currents that I'm imagining. There could be just like a little divot where people are just dumping their shit, or there could be like a fat canal that's like 5 feet wide and 5 feet deep, or it could be like a fucking trench.
It's not a trench. It's closer to the 5 feet wide, 5 feet deep,
Okay.
and like as you look into the canal, you can see that it's not just a straight chute, but there are like smaller gateways and undercroppings like within that. And this is just more of the main area that's flowing from the north and like into some of the smaller sluiceways. Does I think how you pronounce that? But yeah, I'll figure it out.
Better.
Yeah, it's large enough that you can't just like step over it. You have to take one of those like small little.
Really?
You could leap pretty
Oh.
easily. Like it really wouldn't be that bad if you took like running.
Yeah.
And you can see a few kids doing that. Some of them fall into the sewer, but it's not a like fast flow. They just smell bad and they climb back out.
Classic.
Okay, so when the kids are falling into it, how deep is it?
Like the water or
Yeah, the water. How
The
deep is the water?
Small kids seem to have to tread in the sewage.
oh Jesus.
You
fuck.
can't tell how deep because you can't. It's
Deep
not
enough
clear
that they
water
have
at
to
all.
tread.
They can't just stay.
Okay.
Is it like super not see through?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like if you had brackish water and then you added light sewage.
Shit.
Yeah. Like so you'd see like globs of stuff flowing through it.
Classic. Okay.
It's just not like pure green covered in feces.
Right.
Can I look up and down the Currents Passage and see if I can see the next bar to the north or south?
Yes, you can. You can see bars to any direction you look. From like very
Huck
if
a
you're
stone
directly-
and you'll hit a
if
bar.
you're directly on the hit a stone, throw a stone.
Throw a
Hit a
light
stone, you throw a bar thrown, you hit a stone. Yeah, you can. They're not like all over the place. Most of what you see are like small markets and like convenience shops, but very easy to spot like a few bars around.
What's the time of day? Ballpark. Where are we
Right
compared
now,
to like high
the sun is past the middle,
Okay, past high noon.
slightly past.
Fantastic.
10 p.m.
No. In human Earth terms, 1 p.m. to maybe 12:30 p.m.
Can I go to? I would like to go to the next bar to the north on the Currents Passage.
Yep, you get to go to the next bar to the north, and
Welcome to Jake Gets to Make Stuff Up Now.
Yep.
What voice is he going to use this time?
Let's find
I
out.
have so many voices I could just do it forever.
I go to the next bar, and then I'm going to a different bar. And we're going to converse simultaneously.
We're also going to map this out, and
you can do
then
it
I know.
if you really want it.
And we can, like, yeah.
You know? You want to have two simultaneous.
I don't want
switch
to. I don't like
voices.
splitting the party. I think it's a whole thing to do.
You go to the next bar to the north that's like visible from the road, and there's like a small sign with a wave on it. That's like the insignia. And then inside, it's smaller than the Brigadier's bar, but similar kind of setup. It's kind of a divey bar. A few day drunks sitting there. A few of them are women. Unlike the Brigadier's bar, it's not just like drunk men, it's alcoholic women as well. This one is not. The Brigadier's bar was a lot more human. This is like, there are a few half-lives. And behind the counter is a beefy human woman, just like grabbing stuff and like ripping mugs away from people that are too drunk and throwing them. They're wooden mugs that she's throwing like back to a bucket at the end. There's no nice raised stage on this one, but there seems like an area cleared out in the back. And that's like going to be a pretty general, like any tavern or bar in the city is going to have a little area for entertaining.
Hey, barkeep, I like your metal. You got some time for a couple questions for a small child?
How the fuck am I going to serve a kid?
Hey, you don't have to serve me, it'll be fine. I'm
You
just
can
here
serve
to hang
me
out.
and answer his questions.
Oh, he's your kid.
Yeah.
Fuck you, I'll pay for a drink then.
I will. He's a
Right,
curious
2 copper.
guy. 2 copper. The
2 copper, bro, on
fucking
the
place,
passage.
fucking place down the store, down the like a
Yeah,
1 block away is
fucking-
1.
That's
You know,
easy
it
as
was,
a
you
sponge.
know, it was 1, and I gave him 3 because he was nice to me.
Oh, right, well then 3.
Fuck you.
Too bad. I don't need your crap.
I put
3
down-
copper for a beer.
I put down 3 copper and say, just get the guy a beer. So you guys have singers here?
Guy.
Yeah, dude. And she takes the copper and like puts it in a fold in her apron and goes over and pours. Got singers all the time. Anyone who wants to sing comes over here. Current's Crush, greatest part of singing.
Fantastic.
All I heard was Kush.
Currents Kush?
Is it called
Current's Crush.
Crush.
Currents Crush?
You see the wave?
You mean like the shit that flows in the streets?
Yeah, but nicer.
Right, like you.
Like me.
Right.
And just gives a little hop and gives you beer.
I drank half of it.
It is better than the beer.
Constitution.
It's better than the beer from Brigadier's bar. Yeah.
Okay, hey,
It's like
this
$4
is actually worth 3 copper.
Well, thank you kindly.
You're welcome.
So have you had any trouble with your singers going missing recently?
Can't say that I have, but I don't really check on them.
There've been several that have been dying recently. People have been killing them in the streets.
Did any of those dead girls sing here?
I don't know. I haven't gone back through their rotation. But
Did Valia? Valia? Really? Did Valia sing here?
yeah. Really, it's saying here why?
You know she died like last night, right?
What?
Yeah, she was like murdered.
She like drops the mug she has in her hand. Delia's dead.
They cut out her throat.
Yeah, like there's someone going around killing girls who are singing at taverns and cutting their throats out. I cast mending on the mug she broke. Is it?
No, it's like behind the bar though. She dropped.
I go behind the bar and cast mending on the mug she broke.
She's too shocked to stop you from going behind the bar.
Yeah.
She's like leaning against the area where the taps are behind. And just,
I pick up the
trying to
mug.
steady herself.
I pick up the mug and put it on the counter, and then I give her a hug.
Aww. Get off me! What the fuck's wrong with
You
you?
liked it.
And she
Do you want? Do you want? Do you want a hug?
punches you in the balls.
Do you want a hug from Sentinel instead?
What's your armor class?
Wait, hold on. You bastard! Oh fuck! No! Oh no!
Ah!
No! No, he rolled a 20.
Oh my god. Ah! She shoves you and gives this massive uppercut right into your balls. You take 8 damage and you fall. You fall to the ground, bro. Oh my god.
Hey, that was a good punch. I see you. You got a little bit of fight in you.
Yeah, fuck off! Jeez. What an asshole. Fuck.
Yeah, sorry for my dad. I'm just trying to make sure that the rest of your
He's been
singers aren't
lonely
killed on
since
the
my
way
mom
home.
died.
You're just like on the floor.
Sentinel's gonna come pick me up and drag me away.
That's okay.
Oh god.
Fuck.
Oh.
One of your nuts might be crushed.
It's fine. I'm not a bard. I'm not gonna use them.
So, you seem like you defend your territory pretty well, yeah?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Fantastic. You know, I'm guessing you don't want the rest of your singers to end up in the canal with their throats slit.
No. No, I knew Vilya, I knew Vala, her mother. Fuck. I'll see Vala very soon then.
I'm
Little
sure
shock in a bit, but fuck.
she will definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, no more girls dead. Because
We're doing our best to make sure that the person who did this gets caught. You think you could,
We're not gonna do as well now.
you think you might have a couple extra hands that could help us with that? Maybe some people who are pretty good at hiding and keeping an eye out?
I mean, you know, none of these fuckers should
Oh,
come to
yeah.
all the drunks in the bar. You know, I can call a few people, get them over here, but probably take a little while, maybe an hour, maybe. But get everything in order. Fuck. Yeah.
I'd need 2 good bodies.
And some ice.
She looks over. He's like, I didn't mean to hit you that hard. Jeez. Kind of sorry, but also don't come behind my bar.
I was
Don't
fixing
touch
your
me.
glass that you fucking dropped.
I can fix my own glass. Thank you very much.
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
Cause I own the bar.
So?
I fixed lots of glasses.
I've met a bunch of barkeeps who don't know mending.
Honey, every fucking barkeep has mending.
It's not true.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe in this city.
It's exactly true. Are you new to the city then?
Yeah, well, I've been in other cities. I'm
That
salty
explains
that she
why you
crit
don't
me in
know
the
to
balls.
never come through the bar. Yeah, mending. Pretty much anyone who has mending ends up as a barkeep or a tailor or maybe even a blacksmith. Just anyone who's in like crafting or deals with things that break a lot. Mending's. Well, if you can mend, is your magic, then pretty good profession for you. Much like a guard normally have firebolt or true strike, anything that makes him a little more potent.
I don't think
Yeah.
mending would have helped me at all in the restaurant industry.
Different era.
Because we don't
Yeah.
fucking break stuff.
Well, that's the 21st century, Gregory.
Drunk people are drunk people and glasses
That's
are
true.
glasses. It doesn't change.
But they're definitely more resilient now.
But if you drop them, they all break if you drop them.
We all break if we drop.
Yeah. Or punched in the balls by critting gigantic hag.
Ooh! You should be glad she didn't hear you sing that.
Well, I didn't say it out loud. Or in character.
And you're like, you did get pushed in the balls.
Do you have someone singing here tonight?
Definitely know where the crit is now.
Nah, tonight we got a small band. A guy in a lute and the. What's the other word? I think he's just playing a drum, but no singers tonight. Just instrumental. Trying to cycle through. I mean, if you have a singer every night, then people are going to come for singers and got something different. People come in for that.
Right.
Variety is the spice of life, after all, yeah?
I mean, so is cumin, but fuck. Yes, they have cumin.
Can we go back
Wait,
to the other
well-
bar?
Oh,
Please.
You said you got 2 good bodies that we could use tonight. Keep an eye out to try and catch this fucker.
yeah. Stick around for about 20-30 minutes. Get them
Well,
over.
we've got some more things that we need to check out. If we come back, say just before sunset, you think you could have 2 people for us?
Sure, that's tons of time.
Fantastic. We'll see you soon. What was your name again?
Maria.
Maria. Good to meet you. I'm Andre. And
I'm
you just
leaving.
whacked Vitashi in the balls, so...
Well, tell him I'm mostly sorry. But just a little bit of his own fault. Bye now, darling.
I leave.
You can stand now. You walk you walk out of the curtains fresh.
Maria, barkeep who destroyed the Dash's balls.
Oh my god.
Also, I made a good sex joke earlier. No one knew it.
It was an Easter egg for our viewers.
Yeah, if anyone gets that sex joke,
I'll listen
Okay.
back and see if I get
it was funny. It was a pun. It was a really good. It was a really funny joke.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's fine.
It is. You walk out of the bar back onto the Currents Passage. It is almost 10 o'clock.
Yep.
So if you guys want to stop for the night, this is like a good pause.
I'm fine with.
Or if you think, like, because I think the next, if you did like a next bit, it would probably be like 20, 30 minutes of like investigating, talking.
I'm down with stopping for the night, knowing we're gonna play again in like 2 days.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay.
Cool. We'll be back soon.
Bye.